Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of Gotlegs. The first thing you might notice is I've got new glasses on.
I'm gonna be a supermodel.
I bought these last week. They are, as you can see, white Jawbreakers with some sort of blue glass. I actually think the glass was made for skiing, but who gives a shit? It looks great, I think. This is my first ride in just under a week. Wednesday last week, I felt ill. My throat was sore, my muscles were heavy, my legs, my arms, everything. I slept all day, and it took a while to actually get through this illness, whatever it was. But now I'm feeling better, and that's great. So the ride today is basically just an hour easy, just to see if the legs still work. And it's always a bit weird going out after you've been ill, especially with flu-like symptoms, because you never know how your body reacts. The first minutes of my ride were really heavy, and then all of a sudden I was pushing 300, 310 watts at ease, and then I got tired again. So I'm about 20 minutes into the ride, and I'm scheduling about an hour on this my usual recovery course. So we'll see how it goes, but let's get riding. Have you ever been out on a group ride and you decide to stop after an interval, stuff like that? And there's always one guy that decides to stop in the shade instead of in the sun. And it's usually during winter when it's really cold and you need all the sun that you can get to get warm. I just don't get it. So after my last race, I really experienced what it's like to have numb nuts. When I got home, I really couldn't feel the little guy, and decided to look a bit at my setup. I've experienced it before, but not in a degree like that. It was just weird. It just felt like the left side of your little guy is numb. So I wrote Thomas from VeloFit and just asked him, what can I do? And he said, try lowering the tip of your saddle a bit. So I decided to do that, and had a couple of rides where I played a bit with the levelness of the saddle. You see, I got the Rumine Evo saddle, and apparently you need to set up the middle third part of the saddle level, and that's really hard when you have like a high kick in the back and a high kick in the front. So I just toyed a bit around with it, taking measurements every time, but it hasn't really worked yet. So I decided to lower it a bit more and see what happens. So I'm trying that setup today, and the weird thing is that you can't really feel it. It takes a while for this numbness to set in, but I'm hoping that I'll soon have it dialed in. If it doesn't work with the tip lowered, I might go back to the old setup and try racing it a bit to see if that can push me a bit back, because I'm thinking that I might be a bit too forward on the saddle. But if anything, I just get to play around with the saddle a bit, so it's cool. And if all of this doesn't really pan out, I have to get in contact with Thomas again and see if I can book a time to have him set it up for me, because it's really not that fun when you're doing a 2.5 hour race and stuff like that, or a 3-4 hour training ride, and you just get home and you can't really feel anything below the belt. I recently bought some new stuff, and that'll be delivered tomorrow. Of course, I decided to buy a new cassette because I've got new wheels, so they need a cassette. And I also bought some socks and some tubes and stuff like that, really boring stuff. But then I decided to buy an Aero road helmet, and I will get back to you on that because it's my first really attempt to do an aerodynamic road helmet. I have my synth from Giro, but it's not that aerodynamic. It's better than what I had previously, but it's not really aero. So I will get back to you on that, and hopefully it'll get delivered tomorrow, so you'll be able to see it then. I think the time is up for today. It's time to head home and get through with the day. So thanks for watching once again. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you out there. Bye.